Hello, my name is Clarice Palacio-Sicat, and I am applying to the Master of Human-Computer Interaction plus Design program at the University of Washington. That is a mouthful. My aim for this video is for you to get a deeper look into the journey that brought me to this program, as well as a way for us to get to know each other better. Well, more so like you getting to know me and not me getting to know you, because, well, I think you get what I mean. I also want to make this, I guess, an anecdote for growth and resilience. And for those who aren't responsible for reviewing my application, maybe this is a message for those who might feel stuck. Let's get started, shall we? So, like I said before, my name is Clarice. I am a daughter. I am an ate. I am a Filipino first-generation American. I'm a foodie and an aspiring food content creator. I'm the first person in my family to receive their degree. And I think most importantly, I am a creative and a storyteller. I can only imagine what part of the application process you're in. Maybe you've read my statement of purpose or you've viewed my other materials beforehand. As confident as I am in my ability to express my interests and why I'm a great fit for this program, I just couldn't help that feeling that 800 words or 2 pages of my work experience didn't tell you the whole story of who I am. And hey, maybe that is a fault in my writing, but what I do know is that this is what I feel best doing, which is storytelling. And if I'm being even more honest, I'm in the part of the process where imposter syndrome is really starting to kick in, because after I edit this video, I'm submitting my application. So I think the only way that I'm not freaking out right now and trying to give myself the peace of mind is by playing into my strengths, which is this. And for the past 2 months, I've sort of went back and forth on whether or not I should be making this video in the first place. But I think what finally sold me is that I didn't want to have any regrets in the spring if I didn't get in. So at least doing this gives me the reassurance that I gave it absolutely everything I could. So without further ado, here's my journey. I grew up a sensitive person. I was just born like that, and I am still that in many different ways. And like many others, my upbringing played a huge role in shaping who I am today. I grew up facing some pretty big challenges, especially in high school. My family and we had a complicated relationship, which, made things even tougher. So as a teenager, you can imagine, along with all the other growing pains, it really had a negative effect on my mental health. I would even go as far as saying that I didn't think I would make it past high school, if you get what I mean, let alone this age. Oh. I remember distinctly in junior year when it was time to apply for colleges. Going to college wasn't even part of my plan. While that was really depressing, I think those experiences shaped me in unexpected ways. Instead of pulling away, I think I knew from a young age deep down that my biggest desire was to connect and care for and understand others, and that drive for connection really became a fundamental part of who I am. So luckily, I pushed through. I was accepted into Penn State. We are. And you know what? For the most part, I really got a lot out of college. It really helped me as a whole, socially, mentally, spiritually. I originally came into Penn State with a business administration major because I've always had an entrepreneurial spirit about me. Growing up, I baked desserts for my local Filipino store, and I think it was kind of expected of me growing up to open my own bakery. But in my first semester, marketing found me and I immediately switched my major. I just really loved this intersection of visual design and creativity, understanding human behavior, and executing some type of strategy in business. Some foreshadowing, I must say. And also, I think it was a way for me to express my interest in connecting with others. I really wanted to know how to do that. And then we jumped to my last semester. I still was this person who had their mental health struggles, and in the months leading to December 2019 were especially tough. I was dealing with family issues, financial issues. I was working 3 jobs that summer, including an internship, and I was going to therapy twice a week. I was barely holding it together until I just couldn't anymore. And 2 weeks before graduation, I hit rock bottom and ended up in the mental health hospital. And if you view my transcript, you can see my grades dip in that last semester. That's the explanation for it. As sad and concerning as that was, I came out of that experience a different person. It really forced me to confront the ways I'd been letting sort of my pain define me and how it influenced the way I navigated my life. I'm able to say this now, but I was not yet this person who was able to recognize that. And before that, I was really living on autopilot. I had to learn how to be honest about my struggles with others and with myself, most importantly. And I had to learn how to hope for a better future for myself, to want better things for myself. That wasn't an easy journey, and I've realized over the years that that process of learning and growth, it never truly stops. But I'm incredibly grateful for that experience, as very sad as it was, because it clarified what I value the most, which is genuine connection. It helped me see how much I care about understanding others and being understood in return. Yeah, it just became really important to me to build meaningful relationships with people and to create spaces where me and others can connect. And that became something I carried with me in everything I did. I did end up walking the stage to receive my diploma, and after I graduated, I focused on healing and navigating the job market, which was honestly kind of rough because that was the beginning of COVID. And then fast forward to a few years after college, I was working within social media marketing and social media content design. And after a while, although I still loved the creative aspects of marketing, I felt like something was missing. And not that this is a bad thing, but a lot of my work was just focused on grabbing the attention of viewers for a couple of seconds and then scrolling past it, which is not, again, it's not a bad thing. That's pretty much the nature of social media. But I hit a point where I just wanted to do something different. I wanted my design work to have more impact. When I realized that, I had to make some type of bold change and be honest with myself about the aspects of my career that I liked and the aspects that I didn't like. That's when I discovered UX design. UX design was just the perfect intersection of my creative abilities, my curiosity and care for human behavior and connection, and my desire to make the world a bit better. And what's been really fulfilling about this journey is sort of recognizing this natural evolution between my marketing work and to where I am now. So then I had to think about my next steps. Although I had a foundation in design principles, I really had to start learning what it meant to be a UX designer. So in 2023, I sought out and completed a UX bootcamp to support my transition into the human-computer interaction field. And this transition wasn't easy as well. I mean, leading up to it, I definitely felt like I was having a quarter life crisis, but you know what? It pushed me so hard because I knew that this field had a lot to offer me. And as you can see from my portfolio, I came out of that program with 3 case studies that really exposed me to some real life challenges, as well as the opportunity to take on my first real world project in the form of a website redesign. I still can't believe how many signs there were in my journey that led me to this point of transitioning into the field and essentially led me to this moment talking to you right now. I aspire to make meaningful change in the tech industry and someone who can just make the world a bit better. For those who have stumbled upon my video by chance, here is something I've learned about the human experience so far. Life is about taking a risk on yourself. It is about letting yourself fail. It is about sometimes failing harder than you thought could be possible, where rock bottom maybe even feels a step above where you are. Sometimes you have to hit level 0 to truly understand where you want to go. It's getting lost to be found. I look forward to the opportunity of being accepted into the University of Washington. Being accepted into this program would be truly life-changing, and I only know the best way to honor that opportunity is through the work I create. My hope is that the people who engage with my work will also walk away thinking, wow, that was life-changing, just as this program would be for me. My name is Clarice Palayo-Sikat, and thank you so much for considering my application.